Very, very pleased to win tonight. Certainly, it was not going well for us from a shooting standpoint, to say the least. Thought we were getting the ball exactly where we wanted to get it, wide open shots, getting it to Pardon multiple times at the basket. It was just one of those nights, where we felt like there was a lid on the basket. And what I was most proud about our team with this game was a lot of times when that's the case in a game, it wears your defense down because mentally, you're pressing about scoring and it affects you at the other end. And our guys never did that. It's a difficult team to play against. The Princeton offense they're well schooled with it. The kid Nelson is an outstanding guard. He's preseason player of the year in the Patriot League. And I'm not sure if you guys have taken notice, but I think the Patriot League has 4 or 5 wins over the Atlantic 10 already this year. So, that's a good league. They're good teams. This is a day and age, guys, where everybody's good. Every team is good that you play against. Everybody's well coached. Everybody's got a plan. They certainly did. They do it well. They got an outstanding big kid, a great point guard, shooters. And I knew this was going to be a tough game. And I was very proud to hold them to 20 points in the second half. And I know their big kid got some post-ups, but it was a big emphasis for us to cut off the three-pointers at halftime. And I think they were 5 for 12 in the first half from 3, 1 for 9 in the second half. So our defense carried us tonight, won the game, and then we were able to score enough. We got some big buckets when we needed them. Thought Turner hit a big 3. And I thought Ryan Greer's play was huge. You look, they have these new age box scores now. He's our number 1 plus-minus guy in the game, plus 18. I thought his emergence in the game, I thought he settled us down, thought he controlled the ball, he got us into our sets, I thought he played good defense. Was really proud of him because he only played a couple minutes on opening night. To come in tonight and play 24 minutes and be the top plus-minus guy in the game, really proud of him as a freshman.
Coach Collins, you mentioned that for a lot of the game tonight, it felt like there might have been a lid on the basket. How important is it to have a guy and a leader like Vic Law who you can put the ball in his hands and trust that he can carry the team through those tough stretches?
Yeah, I thought Vic did a great job. And what was really great about it, guys, is, Vic has really worked hard. It's been well documented. He's had conditioning issues, because of a genetic thing that he was going through that we were able to correct in the offseason. He's worked really hard this summer, to get his endurance to a level where he can play 35, 36 minutes. He could never do that in the past. He would get tired. He could not put a complete game together. I thought he did that tonight. He came out early and set the tone for us. I think he had 16 at half. And then when we really needed it late, had a big three-point play on a pull-up jumper, had some really nice drives, played terrific defense all night. He guarded Nelson, he guarded Iorio, and I was just really proud of that. And I thought he and Derek, as our senior leaders, our most veteran guys, I thought they really led the charge tonight with their tone and their leadership and obviously their production.
Coach, obviously the shots weren't getting fortunate rolls, but is there anything you can learn from the offensive struggles tonight that you can build on moving forward?
Well, we got to watch the tape. If I look at it, though, I feel like maybe a couple bad ones, but I thought we got some good looks. I really did. I wasn't, a couple times I said, hey, guys, let's drive it or let's get inside. And then when it wasn't going down, we decided to go inside. And Derek had it a lot. And normally, he's a high percentage guy down there. He had the ball right in his sweet spots, and it was just one of those nights where it just wasn't going down. But we're learning each other. I told the guys it's a new group. We want to try to keep getting better with each game while still winning. And that was the key is let's find a way to win and we can analyze the tape and we can see what we're good at. And, for me, I'm still learning my guys how to put them in the right spots and get them the right shots. But overall, I thought we did have a lot of good looks. It was just one of those nights where we were not making shots.
Coach, what did you see at the half that allowed you to go into the locker room and then come back out and make them so uncomfortable in the second half?
Well, we just talked about defending the three-point line a little bit better. They had 5 threes in the first half, although 2 of them were like end of shot clock. I think a kid banked one in from about 30. Another kid hit one from about 27 feet. But we gave up 5 threes. And, our number is usually 6 and under. We feel like if we can hold teams to under 6 threes, 6 or under, it's going to put you in a good position to win the game. We wanted to cause some problems for Gasparini in the post with some digging and make him make tough shots, and he did. He did. I mean, he's a good player. But at the end of the day, we felt like those were 2-point shots. And if we could do a good job on Nelson and pick and rolls and we could take away their three-point shooters, we felt like we'd have a good shot, and we held them to 51 points, which was really good defense.
So felt like the hands in the passing lane, creating so many turnovers in the second half, really contributed to the question that I had asked them,
Yeah.
the two players that came in here, about what do they see early identity for this team being, and they had said blue collar. Do you agree, and if so, why?
Yeah, I mean that's what we've talked about. I mean that's our mentality. That's our program motto. You know, we talk about pound the rock. Fitz even used it after the win the other night. I was pretty happy. I listened to him on the TV. He said we got to keep pounding the rock, so he's on board too. So that's what we're about. You know, we're a blue collar program. When we've been good, when we've had good teams, that's what we've been about. We've been a team that fights on every possession. We're a together group, and I think the length, to answer your question, the length is a big factor for us. I mean, you're seeing lineups on the floor where you have A.J. Turner, Anthony Gaines, Vic Law, Ryan Taylor, Derek Pardon. You know, we have size, Pete Nance, Miller Kopp. We have length and size on the wings and the guard positions. And, you know, I think sometimes it takes away vision of smaller guards. And I think that was a factor with Nelson tonight, who's a terrific guard for them.
I do have a basketball question, but going off what you said about Fitzgerald using pound the rock, where were you when you first heard about them clinching a berth in the Big Ten title game? What was your reaction?
I was watching the game, man. I'm the biggest fan. We had finished practice. I was at home on my couch. I was going nuts. And, you know, I think we mirror each other a lot. I mean, we have similar personalities. They grinded one out, you know, and they've done that a lot. And, you know, there's no bigger fan of their program than me. And, you know, we try to use them as an inspiration. You know, we talk about what they're doing. You know, they're showing up every night. They're competing, sometimes undermanned, and they're finding a way. Now they're Big Ten West champs. So I was at my house. I was cheering. I was going nuts. And you know, I'm really proud of those guys. What an amazing accomplishment. And it's just the beginning. We got more games to win.
And then basketball-wise, 2 games in here, 3 if you count the exhibition. Is it just a feeling you're just good to be home, or is there still some adjustments to some nuances and everything?
Yeah, I don't know if it's as much about the baskets or the nuances or anything. I just think it's early in the season. You know, a kid like A.J. Turner, remember, he set out a whole year. You know, you're playing with a lot of new guys. We're running new things offensively. I thought we had some really good execution with cuts. We got more layups tonight and we've been harping on that with our cutting action off the high post. I think we got 3 or 4 layups on curls, getting to the basket. You know, guys are starting to get better. We're starting to learn our spots. We're starting to figure it out. And, you know, I just think it was one of those nights we got caught in a grinder, you know, and sometimes you have those games. I mean, you look back on the season and hopefully when you get in those games, you find out how to win. I told the guys after, at the end of the season, no one's going to ask us how pretty or ugly the game was against American. You know, did you win or did you lose? And, you know, we made enough plays to win tonight, and we got to get back to work. We got a couple days, and we got one more opportunity on Friday night against Binghamton before we head out to California, and hopefully that'll be our best game yet.
Coach, last year for Derek Pardon, the chances came like really easily for him. This year it's felt different. You talked after last game about wanting to get him more involved. Were you able to do that? And just in general, like what can you do better to get him better chances that it can be more?
Did you not think he had the ball right at the basket about 15 times? Yeah, it's hard to do more than that. You know, and I think I thought he got 18 rebounds and 4 assists, but I mean we got him he took 1 or 2, so he took 2 threes, so he had the ball at the rim 12 times. I mean, to me, that's pretty good efficiency, and he just has to finish those plays. And had he been finishing, you would have been talking about like a 28 and 18 game. He just tonight, it just wasn't going down for him. I feel like we did a great job, especially in the second half. You know, if you guys watch, I thought he got the ball a number of times with space in the post. He took his time. He just didn't convert, and he will. I mean, he's one of the better big guys around, so he's going to get in the gym and get to work. But I thought we did a much better job tonight. To answer your question, tonight I thought we got it to him much more than we did the other night, and that was a big emphasis.
Our entry pass is still something you want to clean up, though.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Gaines had a turnover, you know, there. But, I mean, again, single-digit turnovers, you know, that's 2 games in a row. So I know everyone's worried about us and taking care of the ball. And if you turn it over single digits, you're doing a pretty good job. But yes, did we have a couple turnovers entering the ball? We did. And as a coach, you want to play perfect. You always search for the perfect game, and we'll continue to do that. But overall, I thought our guys did a really good job trying to get him the ball, especially in the second half.
Yeah, Coach, you started Jordan and then went with Ryan Greer in the second half most of the way. What did you see kind of from the point guard dynamic, and what are you looking for going forward from those guys?
I've talked for us. I just think we're the kind of team that every night, I don't know. What did Ryan Greer play in the first game? 3 minutes? So, tonight he played well, so I went with him. At the end of the day, I'm trying to find the right combinations. And there were some guys who were struggling and some guys who were playing well, and we found the guys who were playing well, and we played with them. It's like the other night. Ryan Greer didn't play the whole first half. What I loved was he was ready. And we've talked a lot in our locker room. I don't want any of those guys. Obviously, we know we got Derek, we know we got Vic, and we know we got Ryan Taylor, and those 3 guys are going to be a cornerstone. Those other guys, I'm going to see who's playing well. And A.J. Turner's done a really good job. Gaines, Greer tonight, Jordan in the last game, Miller and Pete, there's going to be nights where they're going to be in there more. And they just got to get ready for Friday night. That could be their night. So I just think that's the kind of team we have right now. We're young. We're getting better. We got a lot of new guys. And from night to night, it's going to be a different face. And fortunately, tonight, Greer was ready to answer the challenge. All right. Thank you, guys.